Hello everyone, can you hear me? That's the first question. Yes, that's great. Okay, we have a little bit of a delay, but I hope that this is not a problem. So, this is the third stream number 3 on my channel, I think, and I hope it will be the best one actually, because I'm going to mill some stuff on the Dremel CNC, and this stuff is going to be a PCB. That's not something I've ever tried before. I mean, I did a little bit, but this one will be quite big, and I'm not sure if it will be a success or no, so we will see. Hopefully it will be okay. So I prepared everything in the morning. I spent quite a lot of time on getting it to work with such a little PCB that I will show you in a moment. And it was fine, but you know, this is a very small PCB and this will be quite big one. At the same time, after a few experiments with actually making PCBs on the Dremel CNC, it's not really that hard, totally doable, and you can actually get pretty decent PCBs, at least single-sided. I've never tried double-sided PCBs, so I have no idea about that. Hello everyone in the chat. There is no one here, so I'm safe. Alright, if you are wondering what's that? That's actually the Propeller hat that I modified. There is the brushless DC motor. Here you have a battery and a Raspberry Pi Zero. This thing is connected to the Wi-Fi, and here on my computer I can run Python scripts. And I'm currently running a Python script that is connected to the super chat, and whenever there is a super chat donation, this hat will basically say thank you by spinning the propeller. That's something that I already showed you in the last stream, and well, I'm still testing that idea, and we'll see if it works. Alright, so as I said, I prepared everything right here. I will show you that in a minute, and well, let's maybe actually start with what I was doing, because there was a pretty long break on my channel, over month and a half, I think, without any videos. And I'm working on a plotter, HBot plotter. I can show you that. Oh, the HUD was spinning, sorry, I was out of frame, but it was spinning, that's cool. This is the HBot plotter, as you can see. Oh, we have the donation, thanks a lot, Piotrek, sorry, the HUD was out of frame. This is the HBot plotter. Here is the breadboard that I'm going to transform into a PCB, well, because it's kind of shitty, right here on the breadboard. And the plotter is almost working. I have like, I don't know, 60% of the code for the plotter. The frame is basically ready. It's based on the aluminum profiles, and there's the GT2 belt, and it's HBot, so it's a pretty different construction compared to Cartesian machines, but at the same time really interesting one. What else? I have a plan for this plotter that hopefully will be really cool. Ahoy! Hi from Poland. And this is the PCB, the thing that I'm going to mill. This will be the PCB for the plotter. And that's it. That's one of the projects that I was working on. I'm also packing a lot of screws and bearings for IndieMill. If you would like to buy that, you have a link in the description to my store, to Industry Store, where you can buy screws, bearings, plates for the IndieMill, Indie Shield, and the instruction, and that's it. I think there is nothing more in the store as for now. Is the propeller on your head working? Yes, it is. I made it like safe for my head. It is completely separated from the head, so it is safe. Right here there is the battery. I was talking about that like a few minutes ago. All right. So, is there anything else? I'm working on a review video of something cool, but this will take a lot of time to finish. What else? Also, I'm working on on a robotic arm, I have some drawings here. So this is basically the base of the robotic arm. Right here I have some really ugly drawings of the top part and some other stuff. As you can see, there will be 2 ball bearings, truss bearings here and here, screws, you know, GT2 belt to move this base of the robotic arm basically. And this is still something that will take a lot of time, but it should be cool because I have really cool motors for that. Let's look at the chat for a second. Will the live stream be uploaded? Most likely for the next few days. I don't want to spam my channel with live streams and just, you know, have a bunch of stuff that no one really wants to watch. Let's be honest. So maybe after 3 days I will just take it off. No problem for the design. I really enjoyed people building my machines and like sharing it on the internet, and sometimes maybe sending me some pictures of in the mill Dremel, CNC in the mill. That's cool. Alright, so if you have any question, you can ask me on the chat. I will answer if I will be able to. And now let's hide this one, and let's maybe let me show you right now the PCB that I'm working on. I have a lot of stuff on my desk and it's hard to see things. Screen plus camera. Here we are. I hope you can see everything clearly. So it's just one sheet for the schematic, so not really a lot of stuff. Here is the Raspberry Pi Pico, because as I said, the plotter will be based on the Raspberry Pi Pico, this new microcontroller that is pretty interesting at the same time compared to ESP32, as a lot of people pointed out. It's just not really that great. But I think it's cool. It's simple, it's cheap, like it has a lot of positive things about it. And you can program it in MicroPython, which is really cool because I'm trying to learn Python currently. So this is the whole schematic. It's very simple. Here you have the voltage input, the 5 volt section with the linear voltage regulator, the UART for communication, stepper motor drivers. Here's the Pico, as I said. 2 servos. I will use just one to lift the pen and maybe something else that I want to mount on this plotter. But the second one is just a backup. You know, maybe I will need one in the future. I don't know. 2 LEDs just, you know, for status or something like this. Limit switches, maybe I will use them, maybe not. And that's the whole schematic, so let's go to the board design. Again, it's quite simple. It's just on the bottom of the PCB because I will make the single-sided PCB. I have no idea how to make double-sided PCB. I mean, I watched some videos on that, but it's a bit complicated, so let's stick to simple stuff as for now. And that's the whole PCB. Those red stuff are actually jumpers because that's normally the top side of the PCB. Right here I will use on the bottom, so even that those are here, I will just simply using a wire jumper that on the top of the board. Yeah, my name, date, that's basically it for the PCB. And now here is interesting things going on. Let's take another look at the chat. I'm building the Dremel CNC. That's cool, good luck. Good luck with the build of the machines, everyone. I see there's a lot of people from Poland. That's really cool. Because I'm planning, maybe I should say that, to make a video in Polish actually. I mean, the whole channel in Polish. This is something that I'm still working on and it will take some time definitely, but maybe it will happen at some point. Alright, so this is the FlatCAM. If you don't know what this is basically the software where you can go from the PCB design to actually G-code in order to machine that PCB. So basically what you have to do if you are in Eagle, if you never used this software before, there is like plenty of great tutorials on YouTube, and I recommend go checking those out because those are really simple to follow, really great, and well, I'm not experienced enough with FlatCAM or anything else to explain it really that well, But basically, after exporting the CAM data that you can do right here, you have to import the top or bottom of your PCB, whatever you want. Right here I have copper bottom GBR, that's what you need. And profile. Profile is actually the cutout of the board, that's what you will cut. Sorry, that was my phone. Alright, and drilling. Of course we need to drill the holes because actually drilling was probably the hardest part of making a PCB on my own with thermal transfer method, because like drilling is not easy and very precise. You need small drilling bits, and those are very, very easy to break. So actually doing that with a CNC machine is a great idea, and the holes are just perfect thanks to that. And basically after, you know, preparing everything, you, for example, have to click on it, click isolation routing, then choose the size of the milling bit that you are going to use, and feed rate, that kind of stuff. It's like, it's very similar to, for example, Fusion 360, where you prepare the G-code, and that's what you will end up with. Those blue lines are actually traces of the milling bits, so the thick one is for the cutout, and those are for the insulation, and those holes are for, well, for the drilling, for the holes. So after you are done with that, you can export simply the G-code from here, and you can use BCNC. This is the software that I basically started using like literally today, because I was always using the CNC.js. It's, in my opinion, the best one, but the BCNC has the very important feature for making PCBs, and that is the height map, where you can actually probe and auto level the whole PCB, so you can probe in multiple places, and by that you can measure how different the height is in different places, and then apply that to the G-code and make a perfect PCB, at least theoretically. If that's, you know, like 100% working, I don't know yet. I already faced some problems with that, but generally it's not really that hard, so I will show you how to do all of that in a moment. Alright, another look at the chat. Siema. Do you plan to put on the green solder mask? No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't even have this special thing that is used to make the solder mask. I have no idea how to make it, to be honest. So no, I'm not going to put the green solder mask. What would you say the best model, a perfect mount for specific Dremel on the market? Oh, that's a big problem. Like attaching the Dremel to a CNC machine, it's really a big problem because the shape is a little bit weird. It's like not very easy. If that would be a rectangle, a cylinder, like totally easy to mount, but because the shape is ergonomic and, you know, nice to like hold in hand, not really nice to hold in a CNC machine, so it's a bit tricky. I would say just experiment and like try to match the shape of your Dremel tool or whatever you have. 4-axis to the indie mill. No, not with the controller that I have currently. Maybe in the future, but I don't know. It's a hard question, to be honest. But I will do something with the 4-axis CNC machine soon on this channel, so wait for that. It's not going to be with the indie mill, unfortunately. Alright, so let me prepare one more thing. Where is it? Alright, so if you would like to follow my future live streams, there is a small chance that that I will do those live streams on Twitch. I'm thinking about it. It's not something that I'm 100% sure at this point, but maybe I will, just for fun, and it's a bit easier, and I think not only easier for me, easier for you, because if I will separate making videos on YouTube and doing live stream on Twitch, that should kind of make sense, at least for me, because I don't want to again spam basically my YouTube channel with live streams. So if you want to follow my future live streams, sorry, I will give you a link in the description. You should see it now, hopefully. I don't know. Let me check that. Yeah, you should see. I done my live streams here. That's great. But I think a lot of people do. And at the same time, as I said, Twitch is a perfect place for live streaming, and YouTube is like a perfect place for filmmaking, for showing videos, and kind of an okay place for live streaming. So maybe I will do like live stream here and sometimes there. I don't know, just giving you a link if you would like to follow me there. DIY 3D printer video. Maybe, I don't know. It kind of doesn't make sense to make a DIY 3D printer these days, because those are so cheap, like Ender 3 for example. Those are so cheap that it really does not make a lot of sense to make a 3D printer on your own. At least that's my opinion. You may disagree with it. We have some people from Russia. I'm trying to learn Russian, but it's a bit hard. There you like. I think it's something with the like, so thank you a lot for that. Alright, so let me move the camera and show you what I have right there. So here is the PCB. It's a simple single layer, single-sided laminate for a PCB, and of course here's the whole, Dremel CNC with the Dremel, and it's basically, as I used it in a video, no upgrades almost at all to what you saw previously. So the PCB that I was talking about, let me zoom a bit and maybe a bit of focus. Alright, so this is the PCB that I was working on. It's a adapter for CAN communication, just a few holes and a few SMD components, capacitors, one pretty weird diode, and the IC, and that's it. That's what I made today, and I have to say it's actually pretty good. I mean, I like the PCB. It's small, simple, but at the same time it just looks okay. Pretty clean. The other PCB that I recently made on the Dremel CNC is this one, and this is just a ring of LEDs, as you can see. A bit dirty here, but it works. Maybe it's not perfect when you take a closer look, and I was actually drilling those holes manually because I don't have such a big drilling bit for the Dremel. But it is working fine, and here I have some notes because I have to improve the design a bit. Someone is asking a question about, sorry, maybe I will change to the screen because I want to show you how I'm preparing everything for CNC machining. Someone is asking a question about Dremel CNC not being stiff enough on the x-axis because it's 50 centimeters wide. Stiffer rod? No, that's not. I think that's not a good idea. I would add. Let me change the screen again. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to use the whole streaming thing. I would add aluminum profile right here, like to connect those and those, and I think you can find a remix of actually the Dremel CNC to put the aluminum profile in here on the x-axis. So that's, I think, a good idea, a bit better than using different routes. Hi from Uzbekistan. Hi from Poland. Other software than Fusion 360? I've never used any other software. You have the, what was this name? I forgot. But yeah, you have some softwares, but definitely Fusion is, in my opinion, the best. The PCB will not come out correctly because of different thickness. I think you are talking about thickness of the PCB laminate. Yeah, we'll compensate for that in a moment, you will see, and hopefully it will be okay. Hopefully. Alright, let's go to the screen and camera, and here what we have to do. Alright. I don't have double screen setup, so yeah, this should work. So maybe first thing first, let me turn on the Dremel CNC. FreeCAD is an open source alternative to 360. That's true. I've never used FreeCAD, but I have, I heard a lot of good things about it, so you can try FreeCAD. Why not? So this is my Z probe that you may remember from one of the videos. Let's focus here. And let's connect to the Dremel CNC, refresh. The BCNC is definitely not the best software when it comes to the user interface and to how clear it is, especially compared to CNC.js. But it's actually not that bad once you start using it. Alright, I am connected and I can move, that's great. It may be a bit loud right now. If it is, let me know, I will turn off the microphone. So now maybe I will light it up a bit and zoom in. So I basically have to set up the 0 point right here, and for that I will obviously use the Z probe. So we need to clamp it on the PCB, on the milling bit. And then a very bad way to do this, I'm just like attaching this piece to the PCB like so, so that the circuit of the limit switch of the Z probe is closed. Now you can go to probe. Here you have to type like -5, let's say. I will maybe go a bit to the left. Something like this should be fine. And like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters down. Probe. Probe is connected, yes. And we are slowly going to touch the I did something wrong, definitely. No. And that's the problem with BCNC. It sometimes is doing some weird stuff when you don't want it to do weird stuff. Yeah, anyway, let's go back. Alright, I know what I did wrong, I think, at least. I should firstly set the 0 point on the X and Y, and then later do the Z probing thing. Alright, X, Y, Z 0, then I can go to Z probe and I can click probe, and now it should be okay, and it is. Alright, that's Z0, and no, let's leave the thing as it is here. Give me a second. Alright, so now I will do the bed leveling thing. It's actually quite simple to set up. Why is the Y movement so loud? I should probably like clean a bit the screws. That's why. Alright, file. Now we just need to open, and of course I need to move the files. That's pretty weird. BCNC cannot see files that it should see. Give me a second. All right. So yeah, as you can see, it is sometimes pretty slow when you want to move stuff around, especially for the bigger G-code. It's probably because it is made in Python, or at least I think so. Alright, let's go to probe. Why is it so slow? Alright, so let's go with 90 here and 90 here. Should be okay. As you can see, we have this yellow grid, if you can see that. And let's increase to, I don't know, 8. Should be okay. I think so. And Y has to be bigger. 95 maybe? A bit more. Let's go with 100. Oh, that should be okay. Alright, so basically now the CNC machine will move all over the place and probe it at different... Oh, maybe that's true, because I'm streaming from the same machine. Yeah, but it shouldn't be so hard for this computer, I think. Alright, so what do you have to do now? All you have to do now is to click scan. It's a bit weird because like you are setting stuff up here and then there is this scan button here, but that's how we do it. So let's make sure that those things are in contact. Oh, one more thing that I suggest to change is to go with 300 here and with like 15 here. This will make it a bit faster. And here I will go with 0.8. just to save some time. Alright, let's leave it at 300. And all I have to do now, well, maybe let's, for safety, just leave it a bit up. Probe. And let's scan it actually. Let's try. And as you can see, it will just go all around the PCB and scan at different positions. So let me just mute the microphone for a moment because, well, it will take a minute or two, and I will show you later how it looks like in BCNC. Alright, and I'm back. I think you can hear me, hopefully. So this thing is not ready. Actually, it looks like it's a bit too small. Let me think. Is it too small or it's not? Yeah, and there is the problem because I cannot see the old G-code. And now, is it just the problem of displaying it wrongly, or is it actually the problem of the G-code not being complete? That's a good question. I have no idea. Alright, let's go to sorry if it is too loud. I just went to the 0 position. Right. Let's try to open this file again and let's see if it will be complete or not. It's still not complete. That's not good. Alright, let's close for a moment the BCNC and let's open CNC.js. Here it is. Are you planning to make a coolant system for Indie Mill? Yeah, actually I even bought the parts, but I'm not sure if I will end up making it or not. Alright, I am connected. Let's open the insulation ANC. Oh, that's not this file. That's the file from the morning. It's documents and milling insulation. And shit. Is it complete or I think it is complete actually. It just looks like it's not, but it is. Because everything right here is ground plane, so the traces right here are actually here, but those are not visible because it's a ground plane. So maybe it's fine actually. Yeah, I think so. So never mind. Looks like it's fine. So let me just check if I have enough space on this piece of PCB laminate. So I will go to the main camera and mute myself for a second because I need to move the machine. It's all out, sorry. I am back. Can you still hear the music or no? I don't think so. It shouldn't be hearable right now. Alright, so we have a bit of a problem. I mean, it's not a big problem, I can fix it quite easily, fortunately. Let me move it a bit back so that you can see the propeller hat in case if it will spin. Any more questions? BCNC has a limit of lines it can display. Oh, never heard of that, but maybe. I missed the beginning. Not really a lot happened there. Alright, so the problem is, as you can see here on the screen, the 0 point is actually below the PCB, and that stuff already happened before for me. It is actually caused by the PCB not being in the bottom of on the origin, as you can see. Here is the 0 point for the board design, and all you have to do to fix it is to just select it and move it like so. Alright, that's it, and that's a quick fix. It's very simple. We have more and more people here. That's really cool. What software was used to generate the G-code? FlatCAM. I will show you in a moment because I have to generate a new G-code. This is Eagle, actually, for designing the PCB, generate CAM data, so I will actually show you the whole process right now. Yes, let's export it here. Here I have the folder for that. I can delete this one. I can delete everything from here. And let's, not here, here. Open it here. And now we need FlatCAM. FlatCAM is a piece of software like made especially for designing PCBs, or actually not designing PCBs, but making those on CNC machines. It's pretty powerful. There is a lot of options, but it is really not user-friendly. It's hard to use, unfortunately. If you are wondering what's that hat, I was talking about that in the beginning. It's a super chat powered hat, so whenever there is a super chat donation, this hat will spin the propeller. Hopefully, I mean, it already worked one time before, but I was out of frame, so it wasn't visible, unfortunately. So what do we have to do now if we are in FlatCAM? This is like just FlatCAM without anything set up before. We need to open Gerber, that's what we need, and go to PCB, CAM outputs, Gerber files, and I need copper button. Let's select this one, and you should see the, that's the board design. And another thing that we need is open Gerber, and we need profile. Profile is actually the outside shape of the PCB that will mill, and this is the green rectangle around your PCB. There is a bit of a problem when you want to make like a circular or some weird kind of shape PCB in FlatCAM. There is a way to do this, but I have no idea how to do this. Alright, and the last thing is the Excel one. I have no idea how to read it properly, so sorry for that. Drill files and drill. This is actually for drilling, and as you can see, we can see the holes. That's great. Let's go to the copper bottom. This is actually the traces on the PCB, the ground plane, everything. So we need to do the isolation routing, it's called here in FlatCAM. The diameter. I'm using the bit that is like labeled by the manufacturer for 0.1 millimeters. It's not really 0.1 millimeters, it's not really working as it should, so I found that with 0.3 it is actually working kind of okay. So alright, that's it. For passes, this is how many passes you want to do. I usually go with just one. You can go like with two, but I don't think that this is very necessary. Important thing at this point, if you change the tool diameter right here, for example to 0.3, it will not work. I have no idea why, but you also have to change it right here. So 0.3, 0.3, and now generate geometry. And you can see the red lines. This is still not the G-code. This is just it. Whatever it is, it's like something between the G-code and the PCB. So 0.3. Now travel Z. I will go with just one to make it a bit faster, and I will go with 250 for the feed rate and maybe 100 for the Z feed rate. Maybe actually go with 80, just 80. Anything else to set it up here? Not really. Spindle speed, I'm not controlling the Dremel spindle speed by any means. Cut Z, yeah, it's again a bit tricky, I will show you later why. So, generate CNC object, that's it. Hi from Ukraine, hi from Poland. Teach FlatCAM, I'm trying to, but I'm bad at it. 0.2 to 0.25. I tried 0.2, it wasn't working for me. I wrote my own G-code generator, didn't really agree with FlatCAM nor PCB to G-code. Yeah, PCB to G-code is not really the best. This is like a plugin for Eagle. I don't really like it. And I kind of don't like FlatCAM. It's a bit too hard to use. But it is really powerful, so if you are good at it, you can definitely do some really nice stuff in here. Alright, generate CNC object. Yeah, that's what we need. And now we will see the blue lines. Here we have the blue lines. And save CNC G-code. That should be it. It's really not that hard. Let's call it isolation. Alright, so that's it for the isolation routing. And alright, so dear chat, you can decide, should I keep going with setting up the drilling and cutting the contour, or should I actually machine the isolation on this PCB and later go with drilling and profile cutting? Let me know in the chat, please. It's time for machining. I think so too. Why not? Alright, so I need to move it here and to the milling folder. Here it is. Let's get rid of all of that. Maybe, yeah, maybe all of that. Alright, open, machine it. Are you going to upload this to your channel? Yeah, maybe it will be up on my channel for a few days, and later I will delete that. Documents, link isolation. It does not exist. It does exist. I put it here like a few seconds ago. Too close. Alright, and as you can see, the origin point is where it should be. I'm just checking if the Propeller HUD is still fine. It is, I think. Alright, so let's go to control. And maybe let's move the camera again, so I will be right back for a second. I will just move quickly the camera to the CNC machine and we'll go through the probe stuff again quickly. Alright, so here you can see the machine and the FlatCAM, and maybe let's put on the music for a second again. I will turn on my microphone, you know, it's loud. It looks like we have a small problem. Alright, so there were some questions about making it on the indie mill. Great idea, really cool one, but I cannot bring the indie mill home. I mean, it's too big, it's too loud, it's just not possible, and I cannot make a live stream from my workshop, unfortunately. At the same time, I'm not able on my laptop, which is Mac, I'm not able to run, for example, the FlatCAM, so it will be quite hard to actually make the PCB at home. Alright, anyway, we have a small problem. Let me show you that here. It looks like we are lifting quite a lot, as you can see on the height map. Yeah, I cannot move it, and I don't know how. Why? Why is it not moving? Alright, now it moved. It has a lot of luck. So yeah, actually using indie mill for making a PCB, great idea, because there are ball screws, so it would be like more than perfect. But the problem is I set the Z probing height to 0.8, and it looks like this point is higher than that. So I'm not sure. Maybe I will have to start it again. Hopefully not. Where was the button for clearing the errors? Definitely was somewhere there, because I was using it today. Can't see it. Alright, and there should be somewhere here or here. Where is the error cleaning button? If anyone knows, please let me know. Clear message, maybe that's this one. Still error. Try in CNC.js. No. That's not a good idea, because there is no height map feature in CNC.js, unfortunately. How about resuming? Can't do that. Yeah, that's why I really like CNC.js, because it's simple. No, CNC.js does not have auto bed leveling, the height map feature, however you will call that. There is no something like this in CNC.js, unfortunately. Seriously? Is it so hard to find the clear errors button? It's so stupid. Idle. So I should be able to move right now. Yes, I can move right now. That's great. Finally. Alright, so we are at x0 and y. Sorry for the sound. Alright, let's actually use that opportunity to move a bit to the right. That should be okay. And let's probe here. maybe a bit up. Yes, there is actually someone, Mio, however you read that, or Meow. There is an auto level extension on GitHub, but I've also never used it, and to be honest, I have no idea if it works and if it is any good. All right, let's set this point to 0, 0, 0. And do the probing, the standard probing again. Oh, by the way, because like not a lot is happening on my stream as usually, I'm pretty bad at streaming. Maybe I should stop streaming anymore. But if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will try to answer as always. And probe. Open CNC pilot. Never heard of that. We'll check that out later. Alright, let's move up. And go to probe, auto level. Hello. Alright, so I will go for safety with 1.2 and with 20 for the feed rate, and let's say 400 for the feed rate here, and same dimensions. Maybe actually let's go with 88 millimeters here, and 8 points, it should be enough. Maybe 86 millimeters. Yeah, that should be perfect. So let's try again. And let's play the music. Where is the music? Here is the music. Now you can hear the music. Alright, I'm muting the microphone. If you have any questions, please ask. Alright, hello back. So finally the bed leveling process successful, at least that. And as you can see, the PCB, actually it's not like the PCB because it's only mounted, as you can see, here and there. So it's kind of normal that it is lifted there, and I also used double-sided tape on the bottom, so probably the double-sided tape is like a bit thicker here, not really that thick here. So that's normal, and that's why you actually do the probing on the z-axis and the whole auto leveling thing. Alright, so now a tricky thing, but I found that it is working well for me, at least. So I will go to the 0 point on the z-axis, that is here, and then I will go exactly where do I have the piece of paper with that. I noted that down. Yeah, looks like I don't have it anymore. That's kind of normal for me. I'm losing all the things all the time. Anyway, let's continue. Hi, I'm 22 right now. Any questions here? Maybe the PCB is flexing because I'm pressing. No, I'm not really pressing that hard, so I don't think so. That should be a problem. Can I use 775 motor? Well, yes, theoretically you can. It's not going to be really that great. I suggest using Dremel or 500 watt spindle. Just to remind you, maybe in the future I will be doing live streams on Twitch. There is a link, the first link in the description to my Twitch, so if you want, you can go there and subscribe, follow, whatever it is called on Twitch. I have no idea. I'm not really into Twitch, but I like streaming, so why not to try? Alright, enough for talking. So I need to go, if I remember correctly, I should go minus 0.2 on the z-axis, and that is my new 0 point. Alright, now let's go up. Yeah, theoretically I should be ready to start machining basically. Let me just connect the Dremel. Keep in mind that my Dremel is kind of almost broken. So, well, soon I will either replace it with the new Dremel or, well, with something completely new. Why not? So I have the vacuum cleaner to keep everything clean. So let's just double check everything. So the 0 point is okay, should be okay at least. I went through probing. Alright, I almost forgot about a very important thing, which is again pretty weird, but well, you need to select the whole G-code like that. Yeah, it's very slow right now. Maybe because I'm streaming also from this computer. Yes, it should. I mean, I'm answering the question from M4TT, Matt. It should, but at the same time, for a pretty weird reason, I am not able to set the Z depth cut in the FlatCAM. So I need to like manually do it right here. It's pretty weird, and it's not how it should be done. It's just how it works for me. Please use only English. I do not understand other languages than English or Polish. Alright, so we need to select, yeah, let's keep going because I was distracted. You need to select the whole G-code, and then you need to click auto level, and it's ready. Almost ready. Almost ready. Now it should be ready. You need to select the whole G-code. Why? I have no idea. That's how it works. Alright. I will block the spammers in a second, but firstly let's start machining. So is the Dremel working? Yes, it is. That's great. I don't need the Z probe anymore. So I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it. So now what I will do, I will click the start button. That's it, and I will control with this thing. I will control the speed of the machine because I'm usually like cranking it up to 200%. Alright, so let's go to the full screen. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Later we will take a look at the propeller hat. It wasn't spinning as for now. And if you like Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch. Alright, I'm turning on the music and I will be answering questions on the chat while the CNC machine is working, assuming everything will go alright, which may not be the case. Alright, music. And welcome back. That was a really long machining. Yeah, we have a problem, definitely. I don't think this is a broken milling bit because it's still there. I can see the tip, and it wasn't too fast. Definitely, I can go a lot faster. I think it's a leveling problem. I faced pretty much the same thing in the morning. I managed to fix it somehow. Not really sure how. Yeah, but it definitely looks weird because it is like lifting where it shouldn't, and I don't know. The BCNC is not really the greatest software ever. The first line was really okay, and then it's like a disaster. Open CNC pilot. Yeah, noted down. I will try it next time. Maybe it will be better because the BCNC is not the best one. Alright, so what to do now? Should I try again? Should I modify something? Any ideas? What to do? How to do it? I don't know. Yes, I'm using GRBL. Show us BCNC, of course. Here you have it. Are there any special type of settings that I should use or no? Nothing special here. I use double-sided tape to mount it, so it should work, and I use the Z-probe, so it should work. Alright, I have an idea. Give me a second. Alright, so the plan as for now is to try it again, but a bit deeper. I'm not sure if BCNC is doing all the bad level, auto leveling, auto whatever stuff correctly. It is like moving up way too much. It shouldn't, but it does it. TLO, what does it mean? Set tool offset for probing. 0, that's fine. Stop on contact else error, that's also fine. I have no idea what's wrong. If I will go deeper, it will still not work and it will mess up the bottom of the PCB. Another idea that I have, not sure if that's correct, is that because I'm streaming on my computer and doing all this stuff on a single machine, maybe the PCNC is not able to quickly like deliver comments to the GRBL, and because of that it is losing some steps on the Z-axis. it would also lose some steps on the X and Y. Look like that's not the case, so first probe the tool 200. I did that, and later I did auto leveling. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but it's still not working. So, yeah, it shouldn't help if I will go deeper. It's kind of a nonsense. Alright, I know, I have an idea. Let's try to go... Sorry for the sound again. Alright, so the machine wasn't able to even reach the plate at this point, but it looks like it can pretty easily reach the PCB, so that's really weird. Let's go up a bit. Yeah, there is a hole, so it definitely should reach the plate. Yeah, I will just try again. We'll see what happens. I mean, learning is about making mistakes, isn't it? Hopefully. The machine didn't sound healthy. Yeah, that's true. As I said, I have to clean the lead screws, but don't really have time to do this, so yeah. Anyway, I will just simply try again. If this will work this time, then it means that, well, we have some kind of a random problem that I don't really know how to solve. Alright, let's go full screen, let's play music. I have to block spammers again because there is just so much of them. And we'll try milling, hopefully. No plan, there is no going to be a solder marks. Sorry, I have no idea how to make it. Alright, music. I'm pretty sure that this is the problem with the auto bed leveling, with the, well, it's not auto bed leveling, it's, let's say, auto level. That's how it is called in BCNC. I'm pretty sure it is not like assigned properly to the values, and wait, no, or maybe, shit, I don't know. Why it is not working? It was working in the morning, I mean, with smaller different PCB, but still it was working really well, and now nothing. Now this screw on the Z-axis is actually okay. If there would be a problem with the coupler or something, it should fall rather than climb up. And as you can see, it is like climbing up way too much. So the question is if this is a problem with the bed leveling. It is way higher than it should be. Definitely. But why? I don't know. Alright, I will just move the camera and I will be right back. Alright, I'm speaking without the microphone. Thanks a lot for that. Alright, so I thought it will work. I was just trying to say that I thought it will work because it's a simple thing, and in the morning I was preparing especially for this live stream and for the whole PCB making thing, but it looks like there is a problem. I mean, I don't really even know what is the problem because it is like going up even if it shouldn't. Alright, let's suppose that maybe, I'm not sure at this point, but maybe I applied the auto leveling to the G-code twice. Is it possible even? To apply it twice, and then instead of moving on the Z 0.3 up, I will move up like 0.6, you know, double that. Is that even possible? Stop using the auto level and maybe it will be okay. I mean, the differences are huge. It's almost 1 millimeter in the corner to corner, so I'm just going through the chat. The candle. Yeah, this candle is like the BCNC or CNC.js. It's also used for controlling the CNC machines. It also has the hate map feature. It was totally not working for me. I don't know why. What are my FlatCAM settings? I mean, pretty standard. I showed that previously, so we can go back and see it. Try small PCB in the morning. Maybe, but maybe I will figure out how to do this one. Why is it not working? So let's suppose that I applied the auto leveling twice, if that's even possible. Well, then I would end up with a situation like this, where the bit is moving too far up. But is it really possible? That is the question. I don't know. Yeah, that's how live streaming works. I have no idea what I'm doing on the live stream, and I'm trying to figure out hardware problems on a live stream. Not really the best idea ever. Alright, let's think. Do you want me to start from scratch? Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Do you want me to start from scratch, or should I finish the live stream at this point? Because I don't know, maybe it's kind of boring. Not really a lot happening here. Oh, I can see 6 followers on my Twitch. That's great. Thanks a lot. If anyone wants to follow me on Twitch, there is a link in the description. Let's do it over again. No worries, man. Thanks. Why I am not making videos? I have so much work at my university that I don't really have time right now. And I'm working on projects, but those are a bit bigger than I used to make. And I kind of want to focus on those bigger videos, on those bigger projects, instead of making kind of like okay videos and even not really that okay videos. I just prefer, you know, bigger stuff and bigger projects. Alright, maybe let's take a break. I will think about it. I mean, I'm not making a break from the stream. Yeah, if you have stopped the music is still playing? It shouldn't. No, it is not playing. Try to use another software. Yeah, installing software right now and figuring out how it works. Not the best idea right now. Well, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. I can tell you a bit more about the hat if you want. So the hat is like a normal Propeller hat that you can buy anywhere, and this is a brushless DC motor that is used in, for example, drones. It's a very, very inexpensive motor with very inexpensive ESC. That is the special kind of controller that is used for BLDC motors. That is brushless DC motors. Sorry for my pronunciation. Can you fly with that hat? Unfortunately, it's not possible. In order to make this hat flying, you would need like 2 propellers on top of each other, like the Ingenuity Mars drone. I have the LiPo battery and the Raspberry Pi Zero here with the Python script, and I run the Python script from my laptop. I connect it through SSH to the hat, and it is connected to the YouTube API, and whenever someone makes the super chat donation on the super chat, the hat will say thank you with spin. That's basically the idea behind that. It's kind of stupid, I know, but I like it. I mean, I like the Propeller hat, the idea of the Propeller hat, and making it motor powered is just cool for me. Check, does it access if it has play? I mean, a bit, of course, because, well, it's a lead screw, not a ball screw, but definitely that's not like the... Oh, here is the hat spinning. Thanks a lot, Ariel Mikulski. Thanks a lot. The hat is working. That's cool. So yeah, that's not like the hardware problem, it's more like the software. Someone suggested that my PCB is a problem. I don't think so. I mean, it's a simple PCB, so that shouldn't be a problem. Paper and no, that's not a good idea. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask. As I said, a lot of work at the university, that's why there are no new videos, and I'm working on some bigger projects. I'm, like shipping the orders. It's also like taking a bit of my time to ship the industry orders, and just, generally everything. So, should I start all over again in the BCNC? It will take like another hour. Yeah, maybe I will start and eventually not finish it completely, if that will be a problem. Alright, so let's close the BCNC. No. When will be the next stream? I have no idea. I don't want to promise that I will do the next stream next week, because I have no idea if that's like possible, if I will have time. Well, because again, of university. But as I said, there will be Twitch, and on Twitch I am not going to be that selective when it comes to content. Like I especially prepared the Dremel CNC with the PCB and everything, the materials, the PCB design, just to make the stream. It's even that is like a lot of things to prepare. And on Twitch it may be like just I will put the camera on the tripod and I will go live just to show you what I'm designing in Fusion 360. It will be more casual stuff without too much preparation, and just kind of an easier content for me to make. That's it. That's the idea behind it. Will it work? I have no idea. I am at Politechnika Śląska in Poland. Any more questions? Embedded systems. Well, I know only Arduino, so not really a lot to recommend you right there. Siema. Alright, so let's open BCN. I'm talking too much, sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely not a good streamer, but maybe that's good. I prefer to make cool projects than to make cool live streams. Alright, let's go to the screen again. Are these settings okay? Should be. Okay, am I connected? I am not connected. It should be COM13 open. Right, it's fine now, but because I'm at the PCB, like literally at the PCB, the HUD is spinning again. It is working. So cool. Thanks a lot again to Ariel Mikolski. Thanks a lot. Cool to see this HUD spinning and that it is working, because it was an experimental project that I like made really quickly, and I also was talking about it on the last live stream. It was working fine. I'm thinking about expanding the idea of like controlling stuff with the super chat, but it's just in my head as for now. Just plans. Maybe one day I will make something with that. Alright, so thanks a lot. I am here, and let's go to alright, somewhere in here I have the last 0 point. Maybe I will be even able to like make it perfect. I should be able to. How does it work? What do you mean? The HUD or what? Do you know Ivan Miranda? Of course I know Ivan Miranda. I really like his videos. He's making some cool projects. Recently the electronic band or whatever is the name, like you know the drum, the guitar that will play on its own. Really cool projects. Really like them. The HUD. Well, there is the Python script. There is the yes, there is the Raspberry Pi Zero in the back here with the LiPo battery, and it is communicating through YouTube API. And once there is the YouTube donation, it will spin the HUD, and also it will print the like name and some info on the computer screen, but you cannot see that, and that's something that I'm thinking about adding some kind of screen to the HUD and maybe putting it on the side instead of my head, and then it will display the name and some thank you message, something like this. I don't know. As for now, the HUD is cool as it is. Alright, I need to focus again, sorry. I'm so distracted today. Evaluation, open. Custom code. Yes, custom code, of course. I made it on my own. Python is actually very easy to learn, very quick to program, and very enjoyable, I should say. Perfect for such projects. That's why I'm working. Actually, this PCB, if you are not here from the beginning, this PCB is for my HBOT plotter that will be based on the Raspberry Pi Pico, and the Raspberry Pi Pico is actually programmed in MicroPython, so that also will be a MicroPython project. Right. No, the HUD is like not a project, let's say, project that I published somewhere. It's just a funny thing that I've built, and that's it, without intention of sharing it. Maybe one day. Maybe I will show you how I constructed, like, you know, maybe I will buy the components again and build another one on the Twitch live stream and make it work with the Twitch. That could be cool. By the way, you can subscribe to the Twitch, there is a link in the description. I may do some streams on the Twitch, why not? Yeah, Michael Reeves, the drill. That's exactly how I got the idea for the HUD. It's obviously inspired by Michael Reeves and his Twitch drill, or yeah, again, whatever is the name. Alright, I'm talking too much. I'm definitely talking too much. Alright, we have the 0 point on the z-axis, that's great. Working again. Thanks, Piotrek, again. This time you were able to see the HUD spinning. Thanks a lot. Let me think. Alright, we are at the 0 point. That's great. Now auto leveling. Yes, now auto leveling. Sorry, I need to like slowly think through that. I don't want to do any mistake here. Alright, let's keep going. So I will decrease that to 6 because I don't want to waste so much time for that. Let's go with 6 and 6. 0, 0, 0, 420, 1.2. That looks fine for me. So much distraction. Yes, it is true. All right. Scan. And we are scanning right now, so I should move the camera, yes? Yeah, probably. Or maybe let's leave it as it is. Well, maybe the HUD will spin so you will see it. Okay, everything is going pretty well. Any more questions on the chat? No, just about the HUD. Creality Ender, Creality CR10. and they're free. The best printer, and this is very cheap. If you want a more expensive printer and a really good printer, definitely Prusa i3 original Prusa from Joseph Prusa from Czech Republic. Probably the best printer you can buy right now. Is it too loud? Should I turn on the music and turn off the microphone or no? Let me know. Let's see if we have any more Twitch followers or no. Nine followers on Twitch, almost 10. Thanks a lot, that's cool. Sound is good, that's great. Alright, I'm just checking if everything is okay. It should be. This stream already got 4,000 views. Like, not at the same time, obviously. Just, you know, yeah, it's quite good. I mean, it's really funny to make a live stream and have this kind of interaction with the viewers. And also, a very important thing in my opinion, to show that this kind of projects are not always, and maybe I should even say usually, are about failures. You know, it's not like a huge success all the time. There is a lot of things that are not great. You know, you have plans and then there's reality. What do you use as the Z-probe? I'm using this kind of like a PCB Z-probe that I made in one of my videos. If you will type... Sorry for the sound. If you will type into the YouTube like Z-probe Nikodem Bartnik, my name, you will find this video. It's like 5 minutes long. It's very simple to make that, and you can make it out of anything you want. Seriously, a simple project, but really cool one. Add LEDs to the propeller, it might look even better. Only problem with mounting and connecting it. Maybe, yeah, to the propeller it will be hard. Maybe if I would make like a PCB propeller, but then it will be very stiff and dangerous in a way. This is not even a propeller, like a serious drone propeller. This has a pretty weird shape, and because of that it's not blowing too much air, and thanks to that the head is on its place. Alright, I'm talking too much, sorry, but I'm trying to answer the question. So maybe LEDs like under the propeller that will light up the propeller, maybe something like this. Let's go to the screen again. We have the height map, finally. Hopefully this one will be okay. Let me disconnect the cable. I will put it on the side. Just a reminder, link to the Twitch is in the description if you would like to follow me there and maybe see some live streams on Twitch. Maybe a bit less professional, but a bit more frequent, hopefully, where I will go in depth with how I design stuff in Fusion 360, and I don't know, maybe it will be cool, maybe not, maybe I wouldn't make any live streams. If you would like to follow me on Twitch, there is a link in the description. Sorry for saying that so many times. Oh no, what is going on with the camera? So sorry, we have a bit of a problem right now. And the problem is that my battery from the camera died. Give me a second, I will connect it to the power. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, you should see. Is it working or no? Yes, we are back. That's cool. Alright, so yeah, the battery died in my camera. As I said, we have the auto leveling done. Now let's again go a bit deeper on the Z-axis. That means like 0.2, 0.2, and maybe even 0.1. Maybe that's too much, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I thought the HUD will spin, but not. Alright, let's set it as the new Z0. Alright. So we have this Z0. Oh, you are right about the name. It is mirrored, but PCB is in the proper orientation because this is the bottom. So I will mount the components from the other side, so it will be fine. Yeah, it will be okay. It will be okay if I will be able to mill it finally. Alright, let me focus. So I need to select the wall G-code. Alright, and auto level. Modify selected G-code to match auto level. It should work that way. Yes? Am I right? I hope so. Alright. So that thing should be ready. Now there is a problem. I don't have so many power outlets to power the camera and to power the CNC machine. I should be able to get it working somehow. We'll get rid of the vacuum cleaner and sorry, be right back. Can you hear me? You should hear me. That's great. So here we are. It should work right now. I mean, I thought that it will work at the first try. Don't apply that auto level to the G-code. Check the PCB and oh, that's interesting. So I shouldn't apply the auto level? It is like automatic? Well, if that's actually true, then that explains why. Sorry, let me show you maybe the screen. If that's true, that would explain why we went too high on the Z-axis while machining the first time. And that would also kind of explain what went wrong. How do I undo that? Can someone confirm that this is like the case? I shouldn't apply the auto level to the G-code? It is automatic or not? Let me know, please. Can I even like Control Z it and undo it and go back? Can I or no? Oh, looks like I can. That's interesting. So, dear chat, if you can hear me, because nothing is happening on the chat, but I see that you should be able to hear me, what should I do? Should I apply the auto level as I did previously, or or not. Let me know in the chat. Should I apply the auto level or try without it? I mean without clicking it, but probably without using it. That's a bit weird, but let's try. How do you set the starting point if shape of a material is unusual? I would go with, for example, the center point, if that's possible. Try without. Maybe. What if I, because I'm not sure. Try without. Maybe. Check both variants. Do we have time for so many checking? What is the time now? Yeah, it's okay. Please check the video. Maybe not now. I'm not sure if I can like play on the live stream another video on YouTube. I don't want to get any kind of copyright strike or whatever. I will check it out later, definitely. The PCB ant video, I will check it out. So I don't know, maybe let's try. Maybe it will work. Maybe not. All right. Sorry. So I am playing the music right now and the main camera, and I'm turning off the microphone, so let's try. Hey, it looks really promising. It looks like right now the problem of rising z-axis is gone, so that's cool. But I'm willing to dip. Definitely, the trace is just too big and it is not going to work as it should. I need to lift it like 0.1 millimeter. I will try with 0.1 millimeter. So yeah, probably mortal drumming. Sorry if for wrong pronunciation. You probably were right. So actually you shouldn't apply the auto level because it is like auto applied. Alright, so thanks a lot for that. If that's, I mean, it looks like that was the case, so that's great. So now I will try again, but what I need to do, I need to go to the 0 point again. Alright, we are at 0 point, and I will lift it by 0.1 millimeter. Alright. By 0.1, maybe even like 0.3 up is the good idea, maybe, hopefully. And that will be my new 0 point. Let's try it. Okay, and now I should be ready to mill. Is my microphone on? Yes, it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm terrible at streaming. Alright, let's go up. And let's play the music again and try again. Hopefully it will work. and here it is. Finally working fine. So thanks a lot for your suggestion. I don't remember the drumming something username. Thanks a lot. So yeah, that was totally my mistake. By applying, as I said, the auto leveling twice, because the BCNC was already applying it, and then I thought I also have to. So let's maybe move the machine back and let's take a closer look at the PCB. Alright, so let me grab the camera, and it looks really nice. Of course, in the top there is still a problem. I will probably just run it again, and I still have to go through drilling and cutting the profile of the PCB, but my name is not really visible, but all the traces, all the paths, I think that looks really cool. What do you think? Not bad. Alright, so let me move again the camera. No, bad at all. The trace width is 20 mils. 20 mils is like not even a millimeter. It's almost a half millimeter, if I remember correctly, the dimensions. So yeah, I think it is a really decent PCB. Just the top corner that needs to be fixed, and everything else looks really, really nice. I'm not going to finish it today, unfortunately. I mean, not on the stream, maybe later today. As well, the drilling, the cutting, it will take an hour or more, and the stream is already like 3 hours long. 0.508 millimeters, thanks a lot. That's exactly the trace width on this PCB for most of the traces, because traces for the 12 volts, the stepper motors, the traces to the stepper motors are a bit bigger. You know, there is higher current, higher voltage, so it's always good to make those a bit bigger. Alright, so as I said, I think it's time to end this stream soon. So if you want to see future streams, that will most likely take place on the Twitch. There is a link in the description, and there's a link to Dremel CNC if you are new here. I'm not sure if there is like any person that is not subscribed to the channel or watching my videos here on the stream. But if you are, there's a link to Dremel CNC in the description. You can find all the STL files and instruction how to build this machine. You can check out my Indie Mill project, which is even better CNC machine. And that's basically it. You can check out my industry store, and well, I'm always thinking when the HUD is like just a tiny bit spinning because of some interferences. I'm thinking it is starting to spin, but no. And PCB maker, I have no idea what's that. Alright, so as I said, I'm going to finish this PCB later today or tomorrow. So I cannot unfortunately take it off because I have to machine it as it is. But it looks really nice. So the auto leveling thing, maybe let me show you again. So if you are here and if you are probing, doing the auto level thing, the thing that seems to be like, I mean, a bit intuitive to do is to modify selected G-code to match the auto level. So you select it and you click that. That's not what you should do, definitely, because this will apply the auto leveling twice to your G-code. And that's something that we don't want. Alright, so I see there is no more questions on the stream. Some people left the stream already. So yeah, once more, if you want to see my future streams, that maybe I will do, you can subscribe, follow on Twitch, link is in the description. And that's it. Thanks for all the hat spins, thanks for all the questions, thanks for watching, thanks for suggestions and helping me to figure out what is wrong. Thank you for the stream, thanks a lot for watching again. So yeah, that's it. Now I need to find the end stream button. Where was it? Okay, thanks, bye.